Hey guys, today I'm doing a little bit of Blade Song. I know you're probably thinking, why now? Looks like you have a little bit of progress, and yes I do, so definitely gonna be spoilers in case y'all are like wanting the game, you don't want to do it. As you can see, I have dog. You can feed, pet, and then tell him to go back to work, which just basically means he sleeps. And then we also have Caswin. He just helps me do stuff about the shop. Basically, for those of you that don't know, this is like a new game that's come out recently, and I find it pretty fun. Let me show you what it's all about. So you have all these, and I'll explain more about why there's just a check mark there. It doesn't mean I have the sword done. So basically, the cool thing about this game is they'll tell you what specifications you need right over here in the top left, where you make swords. Now, if I'm thinking, hey, you basically just have a giant block of steel. How on earth is this going to look like a sword? Well, I guess you. So first you want to get into the proper length. You can, that little lighter color right there, the little lighter gray, I guess, tells you how long it needs to be, and you can put it anywhere between that range. Now I like to get my swords to 100% thickness, because that means it is very thin blade. And the reason I like that is because when you go to add the cross section, look at this. Look at that, the immediate sharpness of 3, which is the highest that you can get. That's all I want. Really, mobility 3, sharpness 3. Now see, you can do that, but I like to give them a little something nice. So polishing makes the blade look really nice. You can get it flamboyance. So make it this sword look hella weird. I don't really use that too often. I've never really gone with that sword. If I did, a 7 right there would probably be what I do. So why not? Why don't we make the whole sword? There we are. And yeah, I want to leave it like that. I don't want to make it too much more than that. And then coolers. This basically just makes a little indentation in the blade, I'd say. So watch this. See that? You get that little thing going down the middle. But with the sides, that kind of looks too weird instead of it being straight. So I'm going to just remove it. There doesn't really need to be a... Maybe if you want it to the side has that look. Yeah, no, it just looks strange. If we want to keep the flamboyance, I would say that we don't do that. Also, what I like to do as well with my blades is, kind of like everyone has their own style. But I like to do this right here. Then once you go over the hilt making, you can go through and there. My game is zoomed in or something. It seems so zoomed in. It's definitely not my screen specs. Okay, so that's going down. On. I guess it's fine. It just seems a little small down here. But alright. Alright, let's make the actual blade. That looks nice. And this is the crow, so they don't want the fanciest sword ever. They don't really care. Anything you do here is just gonna be a little bit, the fun of it. Oh, but he wants the leather. They usually don't care. Now, as you would guess, you get a lot of different sword customization, so I'll kind of show you guys what I like to do for swords. So I kind of like to go with a design like this. I think that makes the sword look really nice. And then I kind of like to do almost a mirror pattern. Go with the other direction. Just something like that. Just something clean, simple. If they want it, they might want something else to kind of be the ending point of the blade. So I'll come down here and usually go something like that. Well, that takes away mobility, really? not do that. I think we can give it something that like looks good. It's good, but not like, you know, not gonna affect the mobility. He wants this one to be mobile and short. I'm gonna give it to him. That doesn't. Yeah, no, you're also right. That doesn't. We all know what we could do. We could put emblem here. Yeah, there you go. That looks nice. Oh, he wants a half and half. Okay. So for this, what he's actually wanting, and why we're gonna get rid of that, is because we need something like a big piece of wood right here. Because he is asking for, essentially, is a half and half blade. Is just about 2 handles. Oh, they're not the same dimensions. So there's no way to get that to match. Okay. Well, let's try to grab like this. Maybe would that be what we're looking for? No. So let's get rid of that one then. Let's go with this handle. Oh, that looks nice. For the half and half, it needs to be like really that small. Okay, so we need to get rid of that. We need to find a smaller handle per se. Let's see. Oh, that's why I hate half and half swords, because they always just jump their handle. That looks nice. Yeah, that looks nice. Let's throw some leather back onto the blade, and there we go. I almost forgot that we didn't give them a point, which is, you can see, pretty standard to find the object. There it is. I have a lot of this game unlocked. When you first start off, you have like nothing. And just to spice it up, because you can really do anything. I also like on these swords to put something like right here. It just makes it look unique, makes it interesting to say the least. And there you go. There's a sword. But we're missing a little bit of steel, so let's go to our chest. We do not have any salvageable stuff. What do you say? Silver? Oh, cool. I hate to buy the steel because of like they charge so much. You think $5 not bad, but I gotta buy 9, and then it's $45 right there that I'm now out of the gate because of the sword. Now we can immediately offer it though, and as you can see, we made how much money we make off that? $71. So like, it was worth it. It was worth it to make that, and he gave me some steel and a ruined helmet. So, oh, well that's where all of our steel is right now. I forgot. All of our steel are in these checkboxes. Usually, you gotta click this and hit accept, but all of our steel, my steel right here, are in these weapons, because I told these guys that I would make a blade for them. Which means that the reason I have like no material right now is because they taken up front like I want some steel. So we should go ahead and make some blades so I can get at least my money back, if not material. Now, if you don't change the thickness of the blade, it looks so cursed when you try to make the weapon. Let me watch this. I'll show you what I mean. So if we change the thickness, look at how cursed this weapon is. Oh. Yeah, look at this. Here it is. Here's the blade. It just looks so cursed. And On top of that, if we add a cross section to make it sharp, oh yeah, look at that beautiful. Look at that beautiful sword. Alright, let's get this back down to the size that I want. Sharpness 3, and I want it to be highly mobile. So more or less we're done with the blade, because it gains speed, you just gotta add like a handle. But like I said, I like adding like the little line that goes up the middle. See, this is why this game's cool, because like every person that plays it, you can have like your own like, sword design. Yeah, look at that. And half regular point. I haven't really been able to make a katana yet, but I will show y'all what I do to kind of like get there. First, you get it like that. You get that like nice little like indent going up the blade. I like that. I feel like that's like a good like katana shape. Then you get to on the curvature. So with the katana, you want to just go all the way up the blade. And there you go. And look, I feel like that's not not bad for a katana, especially like with that little curve going up, and you get that like little groove that's following it. Sharpness of 2 is not great, but see, the blade isn't the thing that's hard about it. It's the handle. Oh, and they want this type of handle, and that definitely does not look like a katana. Well, what if we like? Oh, we might be onto something here. I don't mess around with this feature too much that allows you to manipulate it like that. See, I like putting my emblem. Okay, interesting. We have an interesting, like, the basis to here. So far. Oh, weird. Huh. Okay, let's get rid of this, and let's make it, like, larger. We might be onto something here with this. Like, see, every time I try to make the katana, I'm always like, where do I go with this? Like, how do I make this look like the, katana guard that you have? Let's go ahead and get that handle done. Because I know that's a big part of why this sword looks a little bit weird. There's the half and a half, but that does look just a wee bit strange, I'll say. So maybe we definitely want to use the same material for it. There you go. Book turning set. Sword essentials. Turning set. So we'll make that the bottom of the blade. I guess you could kind of see that. Yeah, we could kind of see that being the bottom of the blade. Like, look, that just doesn't look like a katana. It doesn't have that, like, you know, pretty, like, circular pattern, I'll say. See, I like this is what trips me up so far. And I'm like, I either don't have the, like, correct materials for this, or I just don't know. I just don't know, like, what I should put down to, like, make this into, like, into a katana. Definitely these need to go. Those are not helping. And that's not helping either. So let's put the emblem down here because I know it's required. Because you see, it just doesn't feel like this is like, you know, this is the katana. This could be good, like right here, like a good like basis, but ooh, okay. Okay, we're on to something. Get rid of that. We are definitely on something. Okay, let's move this, and hear me out. This is gonna be the change. But let's move that down there. Then let's go up here, and let's add this. And let's take these rings. And leave them there for now. So let's take this and let's try to. Oh, come on now. I want to make this like a straighter gourd. Yeah. Yeah. Now we're on. We're definitely on to something here. Whatever the reason that ring was like. It's because it makes it come from the center. Let's see if we can't like recreate that with something. Because I think it's honestly kind of looks nice down there to have the ring. Well, my main issue with it, and the reason why I decided to move it down there instead of like use it like we had, was because it was just like a little like, it was so like large up here. Ooh. So yeah, if we keep that, put this blade down. Okay, we're definitely like on to something. Like as strange as this blade looks, we're actively on to something here. Okay, what about we have 2 more rings, right? And we put it like right here below. No. Okay, so I think the main thing that's throwing me off right here is this large open space. Let's see if we can't like fix that, so to speak. Oh, what? Really? Y'all didn't let me place that right there? Come on now. Ooh, okay. Now we're kind of like, we're kind of cooking. This is gonna be a very interesting, like, blade design, but we are cooking. Okay, if you make that like that. Just need something like round right here, I feel like. Honestly, the bolt could look nice. Okay. We're definitely cooking. See how like you can get like lost in this game, y'all. You really can. Now, I want this blade to look the same on the like on both sides, but trying to get this piece to line up down here isn't working. Come on now, work with me here, game. Can I like flip the blade somehow? Okay. I guess let's just finish the top first at least. Okay, I bet that's a pretty like cheap way to cover that up right there. And then what about like, no, not engravings yet, like this. How do I get that angle? Like, there, I guess. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I'm like actually doing it. I've been trying to figure this out for so long. And I feel like I'm like actually making progress. No, is this like a very practical design? Not really. I mean, this isn't like replicating this would be a problem, I feel like. But in my eyes, I mean, we've done it. Like, look at this. I'm so excited right now. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm so excited that I figured this out. Let's see if we can put the final element right there. Sweet. No, I will say that it doesn't look that bad below it. Well, okay, that's not the like the greatest katana that I've ever seen. Like I'm not looking at this like, man, does that look good? But I'm also like, it's not horrible. I would like to do something a little bit like right here, because this part of the blade looks a little bit like strange. It's too much for the sword. Like for a katana, that's just too much right there. Yeah, well that's fine actually. Just slap the emblem that disappeared for some reason, like that. Or honestly, why not just place like this right there? Sweet. I mean, we've kind of done it. Can I make the blade attach from like? I wish I could make the blade attachment right there. Because this part. Now, here's the question. No, making its effectiveness changing the size didn't really do too much. They're having that right there would kinda, and that, I mean, for our first time with Katana, not bad. Oh, and we don't have to get any more resources? Sweet! So now we're gonna end the day, and this is where the storyline progresses. As you can see, the storyline does indeed regress. So this is like a progression. This is like, hey, there's something here to go get. But that does not mean that these other places have nothing. Like, there could be something going on down here. There could be something here. Like, this is just the only one that's like, hey, you know something's here. You know if you go here, the storyline's progressing. So we are going to go there to show a little bit of like what happens in like one of the main storylines. Not... I guess I shouldn't say main storyline, it's more of just like a quest. So this is the outer gate, everyone's trying to get into the city. It's called Aaron Keep, everyone's getting in, a massive like plague or something killed most of the land. So like we're like in the last safe haven that's like left in the world. Okay. I'm knocking at the door of the gatehouse. Let's see. Gate's closed, come back later. Well, we're not trying to go through it. I think that this dude, if I remember last time, he didn't want to be associated with me. Now, to be fair, this guy kind of had us take all the blame. Like, he's like, they know me too well. If they realize that I'm poking my head around, they're like, you know, they'll link it back to me. It won't be good. So he was kind of like, go do this for me, take the blame for me, and we're solid, we're good. But see, my thing is, do I want to take the blame for this dude? Like, if things go wrong, and I poke my head somewhere where it shouldn't, like, you know, where I shouldn't be looking, and then I get thrown out, I'm like, they'll throw me all back in the streets. They've already threatened to throw me back out. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm taking the fall for this dude. I'm trying to survive. He's good. Like, he ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I'm not taking the fall for this dude. Let's see. Okay, so we have diplomacy. We're not very good at diplomacy. We are awful at diplomacy. That sounds like a bribe. This sounds like something to get him. Let's do this one. Now, serious would be like 200 to me. But I'm kind of broke, and I'm doing this for somebody else. Can we just offer 50? Okay, so he's gonna want upwards of $200. Ah, that's so much money though. Gotta make sure to feed better dog. Well, who's coming in today? Ooh, 10. I would like to make a sword for you, but I cannot. This dude, I don't have enough steel. What's in the treasury? Should have enough. Wow, that was wood. Okay, well, what do you need for the sword? Yada yada yada. There's dust. Great, we'll just give it to you, and we're just gonna end the day. Don't you think you really end the day? 3 of those tokens? Yeah. Sometimes I like to end the day because I'm like, I want storyline. Ooh! Ooh, okay, now this was an investment I made earlier. I gotta check on this. Now I'm scared. I could make a huge profit, or I might be murdering this dude. I don't know if I can murder him, but I would, because I gave him a lot of money for this. Oh, hold on. What's this? This is more dialogue than usual. Oh, yeah, that's a normal... Yeah, the beast right there that they're talking about, like the bear. Okay, so he's back. He is back. Okay, so he's saying he's seen the age 10 years. Okay, come on. Suppose you're here for your money. Don't worry. Got faction pyramid. Nice. Oh, let's go. Let's go. I made a profit. I made a profit. That was a $500 increase right there. Wow. So he didn't do too well out there. He did not do too well. We'll be cool to her, but he brought us back a lot of money and he kept to his word. By the way, I'm like not paying attention to this much. Maybe I probably should be like reading this for y'all, but oh well. Oh, hold on, I almost forgot. I found some other books in the ruins. One of them looked like something you'd find useful. A history of the world and 7 swords. Ooh, it's the first of 7-volume series that details the great legendary blades and how they've influenced history. This one chronicles the Sword of Loyalty. Oh, and how it's forged from the cursed shackles in a long time before the songs. Who knows? Perhaps you'll add another to their number one day. But for now, I must be going. I don't expect you'll see me around here again, Smith. It ill suits my temperament. Perhaps we will meet again elsewhere. Until then, it has been a true pleasure. And let's see. Pat your shoulder and walks out the door, leaving the clamor of the dead behind for good. You are left with the ponderous tome and a stack full silver. Let's go! Definitely gonna go talk to the crows. Oh wait, what? This is different. Scarred faces, hard-worn leather swords at their belt. The crows have been safety to keep for days now, but they still look ready to leap into action. Or at least stagger into action. They're pretty drunk. Charming off solemnly. Honk kicks out a stool. It's the warmest welcome you'll get among this crowd. And that's what's true. Every time I come to them, like if I don't buy them a beer, I am not sitting down at the table. They would not let me sit down. Let's expect the expedition. Like they don't like to chat a lot. We got lucky. It was easy to draw. Ran into some phantoms on their way back, but they were no real trouble. They frightened the horses, so Jax ended up getting thrown and breaking his wrist. But he'll be back in the fight. Fighting shape no time. I think your friend Carl came back a little shaken. Honestly, if that was enough to unman him, he should stick to beating books. This is facilitating the expedition, Smith. We made a pretty penny. Oh, and I got a reputation with them. Hey, that is good. That is good right there. Well, we know what that's like. It's pretty rough out there, and I don't want to ask them anything else because they do not like to chat. I'm just gonna buy them a drink. All right, let's approach the bar. They like Skull Kicker. So, in honor of them, we're going to drink it. It is a pretty rough drink from what the game tries to say about it. And we're gonna step away and, you know, we are heading home. So I'm gonna save it here, guys. If you enjoyed the video, definitely let me know in some way, like comment, like, just give me something to like let me know, oh hey, we're enjoying the video, we want to see more of Blade Song, or maybe even y'all like, hey, you just gave us a glimpse of what is happening. Maybe you guys are like, we want you to completely restart because that was cool. Just let me know. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.